Okay, hi everyone. Today we are going to work a little muscle stripping or a muscle work here on the neck and trapezius muscles. That's the big muscle that runs from the back of the skull out to the shoulder and back into the spine. And we're really just going to work the upper portion on this today, the big thick portion. The trapezius muscle is the muscle when you see big bodybuilders, it's the big bump up there on their shoulders and neck. It's that one. It's a cause of a lot of stress. It gives people lots of aches and pains and a lot of muscle tightness up the sides of their neck. So this is one I do a lot on people at the office, and they love it. And they're always asking me if I could show their spouse how to do it, or they wish they could take my hands home. And so I'm going to show you how to do this at home, and hopefully give you some relief there at home. So first thing you want to do is get some muscle cream, whether it's I like to use BioFreeze or Deep Blue is the other one I use regularly. But any muscle cream will do. If you don't have muscle cream, just grab some hand lotion. You just want to lubricate the skin so you're not giving them a skin burn. I don't have to use very much. It's just a little dab on the finger. Get it on there and rub it out. So this first angle we're going to do is the top of that muscle, and it runs from the back of the skull here all the way out to the shoulder. You'll feel yourself hit the bone of the scapula or the shoulder blade out there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna have my thumbs like this, right under his skull. Ryan's gonna turn his head to the opposite knee, so in this case his right knee as I work his left trap. And as he looks down, I'm gonna run my thumbs with some good pressure right down out to that shoulder blade, okay? So that line right there. And then as he brings his head up, I'm gonna push right back up, right to that skull, okay? I'm putting some pretty good pressure. Your thumbnails should blanch or go white a little bit as you do this, but you don't have to kill them with it. Okay, Ryan, look down. Good, and bring your head up. Now, just communicate with each other on pressure, on if you're going too hard or you need, you're not going hard enough, need more pressure. Communicate on skin burning, like this is already starting to go a little dry. Look down. Is that burning you at all, Ryan? Yeah. Okay, and then back up. So you just do that angle 3 to 5 times, okay? As Ryan looks down, I go down. As he looks up, I come up to the skull, okay? Next angle we're going to hit is just a little shallower of an angle. It's down to the inside of the shoulder blade. This hits the part of the trapezius and part of, it's called your levator scapularis. It helps raise that shoulder blade up. You don't care about that, but all right. So I'm going to come right there. As Ryan looks down to his knee again, I'm going to drop right down to the inside corner of that shoulder blade. It's right there. And then, so we're about a couple inches off the spine. Bring your head up, and I'm running about a 10-degree angle from the back of the skull here down to that inside corner of the scapula. Good. Bring your head up. Nice. And then down you go. So again, 3 to 5 strips. You just work that good. And then you can grip the shoulders like this, and with your thumbs, just work and do circles in there. People love that as well. That's big brownie points at home. Then after I strip that for a little bit, I like to do the stretches I showed you in our last video. So just those trapezius and neck stretches, just stretch that out nice and good, okay? All right, the next set of muscles are your scalenes. They're a flat muscle that runs from just behind the ear and under the ear and actually on your jawline down to the collarbone and just below the collarbone onto the rib cage. So this is a flat muscle. It's very thin. It's the one when you do like the lizard move in your neck. It's the ones that pop out. You've got posterior scalenes, medial and anterior scalenes. And they also sit right over top. I mean, your carotid artery and jugular vein is close under those right there. So it's not one where you want to use thumb tips or a lot of pressure. On this, I use the flat part of my hand and just along my index finger ridge there. So I get that rubbed in, and then I just angle my hand a little bit and use the edge of that index finger and rub right down to the collarbone. Ryan's going to tilt his head, and as I come up, Ryan, you come up. Good. As I go down, you go down. Like that. Come on up. Good, and down. This set of muscles, come up. This set of muscles, it's really common, and down. When they're tight, they refer right up above the ear into the head, like in the temporal area of your head. So if you're someone who gets a lot of headaches up here, this is a good area to have worked out and stripped out. It really makes a big difference with those. So after you work that, I like to do the stretch where we come straight across. Just like that. That will pull those scalenes, give it a nice little stretch there. And then the second angle is you can even turn his head, and then you tilt back where I'm bringing his ear to the back side of his shoulder, just to stretch the front part of that a little bit better. You feel that a little bit more up front, Ryan? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So good deep stretch like that. Just go soft and slow and communicate with each other to make sure you're not hurting them. Okay, that area is very safe to work on, this trapezius area. Again, if someone's getting dizzy, lightheaded, or a headache while you're doing that, just stop. Don't push through it. Go see somebody or go see a professional. But otherwise, you can get in there and work those pretty good without hurting somebody, okay? Hopefully that'll help you at home, and good luck with that. Just call and ask if you have any questions with that. Thanks.